we're going to explore Platonic philosophy in a different way than is usually presented. I've chosen for this evening the following subject, the present of Platonic philosophy. I have 4 ideas: understanding, meditation, philosophical midwifery, and the dialectic. Now, I'm going to start talking about understanding and go through that list, and then I'm going to reverse it to show you the logic of it all. I have several quotes, and I think we can do well with what we have. I would have liked to have some more, but I got stalled in traffic. So let us pick it up from there. I'm going to start with the idea of understanding in Plato. Reference the Symposium. There are 4 major ideas in Socrates' great speech in the Symposium. Ignorance, right opinion, understanding, knowledge or wisdom. And he defines them because he has a goal, and the goal he's going to develop a system of meditation, contemplation. He's not going to explore philosophical midwifery on the level that we usually talk about it. We're going to explore it on a different level, and then we'll get to the need for the dialectic. So, to begin, consider a new way of looking at these 4 terms, and we won't have any trouble for the evening. Number 1, ignorance. Ignorance is defined as the state of mind which, if you push the implications of the state of mind that you're in, there is no possible way you can hit the truth. Now, it doesn't mean you don't know 12 languages, have PhDs, have excelled in many noble courses of learning. It just means that whatever you have within you in terms of this quest for wisdom, you're not going to be able to hit the truth. That's ignorance. So that's where we're going to start out. All right? The inability to hit the truth with the way in which you structure your view of the nature of reality. So therefore, it's an inability, unable, let's call it, from that, an inability or unable to hit the truth. Now, if that's the condition, necessarily then, you're going to have to discover what is right, what is correct. Now, that's an opinion. Now, the way in which he talks about opinion is quite interesting, and I can give you a quick little example of it. If you're proceeding along the road and you're not sure of the way, and you stop off and see someone who knows the road, and you say, "Excuse me, could you please tell me the road to San Francisco?" And they say, "Oh yes, take that one over there and go. You'll follow the signs and you'll get there," and so you get there. On your way back, the same way, you reverse the road. You happen to stop in the same location, see the chap who offered you the directions, and you stop and you thank him very much, and you say, "Thank you for the directions you brought me to San Francisco. You must have traveled there yourself." "No, he's never traveled there. No, never have. But I'm here so often giving people advice. I give them advice, and when they come back, occasionally, like yourself, they often thank me for the directions." Well then, you see, he has the right opinion, but he doesn't know anything other than its fact that it's right. Now, in such a case, if you happen to have a map with you, and you say, "Look here, let me show you something," and you show him the map, you say, "Oh, I never looked at a map." You say, "Well, take a look at this map," and you can see that the advice you're giving is, in fact, there are good reasons for holding the position you're holding. He says, "Oh, good heavens, there are good reasons for holding the position I'm holding? I never knew that." "Oh, yes, there are good reasons. Follow my finger along the map." He says, "Oh, now I understand." Now, he doesn't have knowledge. And so he says, "You know, one day I would like to know whether there really is a place called San Francisco." And it looks like it says it's San Francisco up there following that little curious line. He says, but you know what? I don't know anything about the map maker, and I didn't make the map myself, and I don't even know if there is San Francisco. So look here. See, these are stages then. If you're unable to hit the truth of what you have, then you have to get the right opinion. If you get the right opinion, that doesn't mean you have the reasons. You haven't yet grasped the reasons of why it is right. If you grasp the reasons, you must grasp the reasons why it is right. And once you grasp the reasons of why it is right, you now have left the realm of opinion, and now you have understanding. Now look here. You have to do something, therefore, to move from this to this. You have to move something. You have to go from here to here, and obviously, you have to take the journey yourself. You have to take the journey yourself in order to confirm the fact that you have grasped these reasons. But you have to confirm in your own experience what is being said is true. You have to understand the reasons that are being presented in defense of it is right, and the only way you can do that is to do your own seeing and your own experiencing. Because would you not agree? No one sends a servant to a banquet to eat for them, and by heavens, I doubt whether anyone would want to send someone else to do their own loving for them, right? You want to be there yourself, right? So, that's how we're now going to use understanding. All of this quick story is to tell you that we're using understanding, to say that you must grasp the reasons why whatever position you're holding is right, and it's right because that's the way you can hit the truth. And once you grasp those reasons, you have understanding, but you don't have knowledge since you haven't confirmed it your own experience. Okay, that's the way we're going to use that term. Now, you want to quickly push to this curious word. Now, there is a classic difference between, of course, meditation and contemplation, and the translators don't often follow that distinction. So I'll base it on Patanjali's yoga aphorisms of Patanjali, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with, and I'll quickly just review it and then jump into, again, the symposium. Now, accordingly, quoting the classic distinction from Patanjali, which is very useful, if you can have an object, internal or external, upon which to direct your consciousness or your attention, then that is attention. That is fixing your mind on an object. Now, just because you can fix your mind on the object doesn't mean you can hold to it. Therefore, the continued fixing the mind on the object is meditation. The ability to merge with the object is contemplation. And at that point, there's a merging between the subject and the object. There's a merging, and that's the way we're going to use the word contemplation. Fair enough?